Tonight's guest is a writer, comedian, entrepreneur, and President Obama once called him someone I need to know. Please welcome Baratunde Thurston.
Yeah! Oh yeah, we knew you were gonna go to high five.
Hello. We like to triple hug.
Yes.
Baratunde, take a seat. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm very glad
You're
to be
looking
here.
delightful.
Feeling delightful.
Baratunde.
Yeah, I hid out for the winter in Los Angeles, so I avoided all the pain.
Oh, that's a smart move to do.
I learned after 37 years I don't have to do this.
Oh man, most of New York's like, I guess I'll just stay here.
Yeah, there's planes and trains and paths you can walk on that lead elsewhere.
Anywhere but New York during the cold.
Yes.
Well, we're delighted to have you here. Thank you.
I'm delighted
Absolutely.
to be here. Thank you.
Baratunde, like we said, you are someone that the president, Barack Obama, said he needs to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's one person who's impressed by that.
Yeah, that's Barack. He's just in the house.
He's in disguise right now.
He's never said that about me or Grace, so that's
No.
That you know of.
Yeah, that
we
we
know
know
of.
of.
That's
Fair,
right.
fair.
But you did work with him on his 2008 campaign. What was that like?
That's a very positive reading of my work on the campaign. You made it sound like it was just me and Barack late night,
Yes.
Late night in the room.
strategizing.
Ordering mac and cheese.
How did we get Hillary? How did we get Hillary? No, it was.
You want to play some Risk for like a half hour? Yeah, man, let's just do it.
Yeah, mostly whiskey shots. No, I was a volunteer on the campaign.
Right.
And I did more than I had expected. I just got very motivated by the idea that we could all be a part of the government. There's this relatively young guy for presidential candidates that his life story overlapped a bit with mine. So I knocked on doors in Texas, in Northern Virginia, and in West Philly. And I learned that it's very easy to talk trash about people on the internet, but harder when you're on their front porch.
Yeah.
And that's a very humbling and healthy experience to get from behind the screen and into somebody else's space.
Yeah, you got in there too, your own personal cell phone number, right? You gave that out to people to try to...
So I got very attached to the idea of this dude winning. It was like I was running for president. It was Baratunde 08. And so there were people who just, I felt like they didn't understand. I was like, if you just let me talk to you, I can slowly convince you that this is the right way. So when it was the New Jersey primary, I think, I tweeted out like, anybody have any questions at all, you're unconvinced, give me a call.
Oh,
and this lady in New Jersey called me. I remember I was in the train station in Philly coming back from a day of canvassing. And I turned her vote. So
nice.
Incredible.
You're welcome, Mr. President.
Amazing. Now, we also heard, speaking of TED Talks, TED Talks are huge, I feel like, among this millennial generation. I watch them all the time.
They're very inspirational.
Very inspirational.
Yeah.
And you actually closed the TED 2015
I did.
convention a couple weeks ago.
I did.
What's the culture like there?
The culture at TED is very positive. You know, people up there they're tackling some of the world's biggest problems. You'll hear things at TED like, Bill Gates will be happy to meet any of you in the Ebola room after the session. Like, what? Like, stuff like that only happens at TED.
Another thing that you do with technology is you host a comedy hack day, right?
That's right.
Tell
what
us
is that all
about
about?
this.
Yeah, so I used to work for The Onion, and I left with a
right.
couple of people a few years ago to start this company, Cultivated Wit, and we wanted to bring the power of humor and technology together more. So we invite software developers, designers, and comedians for one weekend of nonsense. They come together, they pitch ideas for apps they want to build, then they build them, then they perform demos of those working apps in front of a live audience with celebrity judges and prizes. We've had Reggie Watts, Scott Aukerman, Zashir Samata from Saturday Night Live.
Wow.
And one of the New York apps that won, placed very highly, was called Excuse Me. And it let you create an excuse to be late for work or school and justify it. There you go.
It's Barack again.
Speaking to the people. Now I got the support of the people. Baratunde 2016. But it built on Google Maps on the city of New York's data. So you could be like, oh, what had happened was the R train hit a delay, as you can see here, and there was a robbery at the Dunkin' Donuts, and then the BQE got shut down. That's why I'm 3 hours late. But you could plan it in advance and basically route a map through lies.
That's genius. That's diabolical.
Yeah.
Now, you're also co-hosting a new podcast, right?
That's right.
Primarily about race.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, mostly like automobiles, NASCAR, that kind of
Look at this one on the wordplay.
Yeah, like wordplay.
Don't fall asleep during
wordplay.
the Baratunde interview.
Nah, man,
Stay with
Baratunde
me,
put a little wordplay on you.
So yeah, the full title of our podcast is Our National Conversation About Conversations About Race. And it's just that show about race.com. There's three of us, Raquel Cepeda, who's a Dominican writer and filmmaker and has a memoir all about identity and race, and Tanner Colby, who's a white dude from Louisiana, who also has a book about race, and then me with my book, How to Be Black.
Right,
so every other week, the three of us cut it up. We kind of take a step back from the fray There's always something very explosive. We want to be clear of the explosion, let all the dust settle, and then come in with the righteousness, the analysis, the jokes, and see what else remains.
And well, you know, one thing that we love about you, as you mentioned earlier, you were the director of digital content at The Onion.
Correct.
Now, The Onion, of course, does satirical news, but sometimes people mistake it for real news.
Right.
So we thought it would be fun to play a little game with you to see if you can tell the difference between an Onion headline or a fake headline and a real headline.
Have you ever had someone from The Onion on playing this game before?
Ooh, I think you're our first.
You're our first.
So I could ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
Is what you're All right, the bar's pretty high. Let's
Bar's
go.
pretty. You guys want to see this?
Are you ready?
Let's do it. All right,
Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, your first headline is the ACLU defends Nazis' right to burn down ACLU headquarters. Onion or real?
I'm going to say Onion.
Onion, that's correct, from 2003
Nailed
October.
it. One down. All right.
One down.
Here's another one. Fluorescent tampons help researchers locate river pollution.
True.
It's a real headline.
Yes.
It is. From United Press International, March 2015.
It sounds like a TED Talk.
Sounds like
Right.
It sounds like a TED Talk.
Okay, here we go. I'm trying to trick him somehow with my delivery or something. I feel like a princess after sleeping with 1,000 men, said 80-year-old granny.
That sounds legit.
Legit, man.
Yes.
Yeah, March
Go, Granny,
2015
go.
here.
Get it in, Granny.
I don't know why now I'm rooting against you, which is messed up.
No, you're too smart. Here's another one. Okay, Black and Latina women scientists are sometimes mistaken for janitors.
True. That's just real life.
That's real life.
That's
just real
every
life.
day.
All right, here's the last one, okay? Plan to get laid at DRAGONCON 2001 fails.
Onion.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Boom.
man.
Look at that.
Thank you. Thank you. My people have my back.
They got your
It was
back.
all
They got
you.
your back.
It was all you.
Thank you so much, Baratunde, for coming by today. Check out his podcast, show about race, and also be on the lookout for Comedy Hack Day 2015. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.